Okay, now that we're back into the game here, and with the introduction of like wasting about a half hour trying to figure out the new version 3.0 for D&D 5e and Foundry like working together, let's get back into this. It's been a little while for us. Anyone that's watching this on my YouTube channel there will probably just go from one video to the other. Who knows? But yeah, thankfully we are back into this game and we'll be having some fun here. So
It's been weeks.
Yeah, I know. For us, it's been way too long. And anyone that has watched this, some preceding videos will have seen Hulgig a little different. I am now using Dungeon Alchemist for when there are no proper battle maps to create a map for everyone to use. So yeah, I had some fun with Dungeon Alchemist and created some this the map here. So we have a new character. If you guys see it on screen, those watching at home on YouTube or whatnot, we have the new character Zorak. And we're going to jump into his story here and how he comes to join the group. So, Zorak, would you mind explaining and describing your character for the group for those that haven't seen him just yet?
Well then, hello and welcome. As you can see, Zorak is fitting with the theme of the party. Here's also scales-covered fella. But Zorak is a crocodile beastfolk, wielding a two-handed axe. Art might be a little misleading, but he's the big guy with big axe. He's the fighter that decided to, after leaving his hometown with his adopted family of dwarves, he wished to seek revenge for his original clan of beastfolks that were unfortunately slaughtered after one of the hunting missions.
Okay. So, your adopted family lets you know, Zorak, since you have been giving the inclination that it's time to go out and investigate and find out what happened to your original family. They let you know that for whatever reason, they point you in the direction of this town called Hulgig, and they say that the villagers there, they have a trade with them where they get minerals from the mountains, and they'll supply Hulgig with weapons or tools, primarily tools, but anything that they can forge from their mountains and in the smithies and whatnot. They have this nice symbiotic relationship with them. They'll supply tools, and Hulgig supplies maybe some minerals and ores that they get from within the mountain range here. And they think that, because Hulgig has been having issues getting minerals back to your home and the dwarves where you were raised and raised from when they adopted you, they send you off in that direction to go investigate to see what is going on, and maybe they have some kind of knowledge or potential leads for you to find out about the beast or the monster that slew your original family. So you head out, and it's a few days' journey. You're given supplies and what have you, and eventually you make it here to the town of Hulgig. So you come in through the south section here, and let me give you a little bit of information about Hulgig. Just a minute here, if I can remember where my journal notes are. No, that's not what I want. Let's see here. Well, that'll work. I don't know what I did with the... maybe I didn't add in the map. So anyways, as you walk in, Zorak, you notice the bright paint on the houses of this hamlet seem dull in the shadow of the low, nameless mountain that looms behind it, and the mountain is off to the east as you come in from the south to this place. There is no sound of laughter or mirth in this place, not anymore. The only signs of life are the caws of the crows and the patches of mushrooms growing on the eaves of every door here. So, Zorak, walking into town, what would you like to do?
If this is the same town my father was talking about, oh god, I cannot even imagine what he is set up for. And I think Zorak will go more into the town to seek any signs of actual life besides the crows crying around.
Okay.
And perhaps found someone that give him a little bit of insight on what's really going on around here.
Okay. So as you make your way up into town, you go ahead and head towards the center here. Let me fix that real quick. So up this way, there is a well in the center of town here. You can make your way up there. As you're traveling in, we're going to transition to Gorn real quick. Gorn, you've been milling around inside this building, the lots of lots here, for some time now. And as you were distracted by the people within, the rest of the group left to go investigate the longhouse, which is this building over here where the rest of the group is at. What have you been doing in this time?
I guess I would just be in the interim time, just helping, maybe construct some minor defenses, barricades, just to make sure they're a little safer.
Okay. So, Stu, the guard, Kaylee, the guard, works with you a little bit while your group is out, and helps fortify the defenses here a little bit of the building, maybe barricading the windows or blocking the door up a little bit, just to make sure that people or these zombified mushroom people can't get in. And we will leave you for a moment and transition back to the rest of the group. Zix, Terex, and Haggett. Haggett currently has decided to speak with some of the other commoners here and has wandered off a bit. Zix and Terex, what are you doing at the moment?
Well, we saw that the fungi is left, and Six is gonna go to Terex. You think we can get more samples?
And who are you talking to when you ask about that?
To Terex.
Oh, okay.
If you think getting more samples is good, then yeah, go ahead.
Well, I'm gonna make the potion. Do not turn anyone into mushrooms. So yes, I think it's good. But going around is stupid. Wanna go with me?
Sure, let's go.
This is gonna work out.
Okay.
To try to collect more samples for his potion. I think.
Okay, so Zix and Terex, as you leave the longhouse behind, Murwick, thanks you for the assistance and repelling the mushroom zombied people, and closes the door. And you hear, as the door closes, a bunch of shuffling as the furniture and any other tables and stools and anything heavy has been moved in front of the door to block it. He has reminded you that there is a knocking pattern when you come back to get back into the longhouse, if need be.
Especially if the window have a barricade, there is no way in there now.
Right?
Yeah.
So the two of you leave the Go ahead.
I still think there's somewhere around here should still be the noisemaker I made.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, where else?
For sure.
The obnoxious ringing sound.
Okay. So as the two of you come out of the longhouse, you begin to head back towards lots of lots to collect your buddy there, Gorn, and you notice a stranger standing in the center of town here, a rather tall, reptilian-looking fellow with a large axe, and looking for anyone that might, be alive rather than just the crows that call around the area.
Well, I'm not gonna be with around the bush since there's a new guy and he looks very intimidating and like is in good health. He's a danger to us, so Zix is gonna pull out his crossbow and aim it at the guy, the hand crossbow.
Okay.
And then hide behind the shield.
Terex, yourself?
I'll ready my bow, but since he doesn't appear to have any mushrooms on him, I'm not going to aim it at him.
Okay. Zorak, as you get into the center of town here, you hear a door close to your north, and you look up and you see two reptilian people as well standing, was that 40, 50 feet away from you? And they see you, and they're both kind of wary of your presence as they have weapons drawn looking at you.
Well, in that case, I believe Zorok will call out to them. Hey, you two. What's going on here? Why there's a stink of death and mushrooms all around?
Zix, Terex, any response?
I'll call out that there was an infestation of mushroom zombies that attacked the people here, that there are survivors, but they're all huddled up.
Don't drink the water!
I didn't plan to, but thanks. So that's why they stopped sending the minerals to my old man. Huh? So you two are some kinds of guards or anything else?
So I look
I look to Zix.
I look at Terex.
I think that's also no. Okay. So, are there any more survivors besides you two?
Eh?
God damn it. Zorak will come closer.
You see us?
As he gets
Does it come
closer, my
closer?
character
It's
just start
not.
going, teeth, teeth, so many teeth.
Yeah. Zix's crossbow is kind of shaking. And his shield is planted in the ground, so it's not shaking as much, but it's still shaking.
Are there any
I'll
more
hold Zix to stop
survivors
myself
there
from
than
shaking,
you
but we
two?
both just start shaking violently.
Zorak will try to come to them as peacefully as possible, not drawing his weapon or anything to look less dangerous, even though that's very hard to do with his appearance. So, are you two the only ones alive here or not?
No?
We're not very tasty.
I didn't plan to eat you.
How are you getting the idea?
Oh, sure. Okay. I'm Zorok. Nice to meet you.
My name is Terex. Please don't eat me.
I am Zix and I second what he said.
Don't worry, I will not eat you. For the sake of Almighty. Your bones will stuck in my teeth anyways.
While the three of you are introducing yourselves here and getting to know each other, I need everyone, including Gorn, to make perception checks, please. And let me throw that into the window real quick. There's a way to do this with the new version. I just haven't quite figured it out yet. But in the window, go ahead and click your perception checks there.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow. All right. So Zix and Terex, I'd say the two of you hear some banging all of a sudden from the loud noises of you, the two of you talking. You hear some banging coming from this house over here. Like as if the front door, someone's like trying to hit it or break it open or something to that effect.
There's someone there! I'm just gonna shout. And point at the direction behind.
I'll
The guy
reposition
that-
myself towards the door and I'll get my bow ready. Well, my bow was ready, but I'll just like knock an arrow.
Re-aim, yeah.
Okay. And do you do anything else while you knock the arrows and get them ready?
Well,
No, that's about it. Just move the 30 feet and ready my bow.
I'm also gonna move 30 feet.
Okay.
I already had the crossbow ready and just...
I'll also warn Zarak that we might have company.
So,
I
as
did say that.
as the two of you warn Zorak, all of a sudden a loud bang comes from the door as the door is crashed open, and two familiar creatures come stumbling out. Two more of these skullbloom, spore-born skullblooms. And I need everyone to roll initiative, please.
Ah, shit.
There is something to hunt.
Yeah. Initiative. How the fuck do I have? Again?
Right-click your token.
Oh,
There you go. And then in the bottom right corner, click on the swords to toggle combat state.
I'm already in the initiative.
Okay, so it looks like we have Skullbloom going first, followed by Terex, another Skullbloom, Gorn, Zorak, and then Zix. Let's begin combat. All right, so the first Skullbloom here, which one? Okay, that one, looks around for a minute, spending its part of its action to sniff and see what's going on, and notices you over there, and with lightning speed and using a bonus action, it just dashes your way to get closer to you, and then starts to head up even further. And you can just see it kind of, not necessarily slobbering, but just with that craze of fresh, untainted meat goes running towards you all. And that is the first Skullbloom's turn. Terex, you're up with the Skullbloom on deck, and Gorn on deck.
All right, I'm going to create some distance between myself and the Skullbloom and then take a shot at it.
Go for it. $14, all right. Yes, that does hit with a total of 20, and the damage is a 7. Okay, so we go ahead and apply 7 points of damage there. Let's see. Very good. All right. You want to continue and finish your move? Any bonus actions?
Yeah, I'll finish my move.
Okay. That's it for your turn. The next one up is another Skullbloom here. And he does the same thing. Kind of comes dashing out 30 feet, looks around, and then sees Zix and Zorak there, and for his movement goes up and starts running into a place as well. That is the Skullbloom's turn. Gorn, you are up with Zorak on deck and Zix on deck.
Alright, am I aware of anything going on?
Yes, you would have heard the crash of the doors but you weren't able to hear like the skull blooms initially on knocking on the doors there. So you don't have a chance to kind of like prep yourself, but you did hear the crash through. So as the crash comes breaking through, there's a bit of a start from Kaylee, Stu, and then Hailey there, the child. They all kind of jump from the sound and start to cower and run back, to protect and defend themselves.
I'm gonna quickly turn to them and say, "Stay here," and I'm going to head outside.
Okay.
And upon seeing the current situation,
Oops, that was my bad. Sorry about that. I was trying something. Okay, 19 does hit the skull bloom. Nice. All right, 9 points of damage.
Move back here.
Okay. And that skull bloom is looking really worse for wear. Definitely in a bloodied condition. Okay, that's Gorn's turn. Zorak, you're up with Zix on deck.
Yeah.
Well, I believe Zorak will shorten the distance between them.
Okay. So one thing to do is you want to target the monster you're going to be attacking. And you should be able to click on it and maybe either right click and click the circles that looks like a target for a dartboard or for... Yep, okay, looks like you got it.
Yeah, you can also double right click and that should target it.
Perfect, thank you. And then go ahead and select your weapon and give me an attack roll. There we go. Oh, yeah. 20 definitely hits the Sporeborn there as you slice into the fetid mushroom remains of this civilian of Hulgig. Go ahead and roll damage. All right. 7 points of damage to the Skull Bloom. And it looks like that is a defeated Skull Bloom.
Oh.
And with one mighty swoop, why don't you describe how you defeat this Skull Bloom for us, please? Or not. We'll move on then. Anything else? Any bonus actions from Zorak, or is that it?
I know we just met, but if you come closer to that other skull room, I could use my pack tactics.
That's what I was supposed to. All right. Yeah. Anything else, Zorak, or are you done? Not sure if... Let me see here. All right, well...
Hello?
I don't know if his mic is muted or whatnot. We'll move on for now.
Maybe someone got in my rail. Yeah.
All right, well, we will move on for the time being.
Hi, robot.
Zix, you're up with Terex on deck for round 2.
Well, I think we are forgetting that my character is still affected by the skull bloom. So, if they were infecting people, they, as you said, and they would be interested, but I'm gonna move right here to get within the minimal range. off with my crossbow and shoot the guy.
There we go.
Attack. Oh,
Oh, unfortunately, a 9 is going to miss the skull bloom.
well, there's also a reliable option to do this. Running the fuck away.
It's very true. All right, so that's your turn.
Yeah.
All right, end of round 2. We go to the top of round, or excuse me, end of round 1. Top of round 2 with Terex. You're up with the skull bloom on deck.
All right, I'm going to reposition so that Zix isn't in the way, and then I'm going to take a shot at Skullbloom.
All right. Oh yeah, that's a hit. 18 definitely gets into the AC of this zombified mushroom person. 10 points of damage. Nice. All right, that's a mighty hit there. Excellent. All right, anything else for Terex?
No, that'll do it for me. I'll hold position.
Okay. Up next is the Skull Bloom with Gorn on deck. The Skull Bloom sniffing around. Yep, sniffs around, looks at Zorak, moves up, and begins an attack. So the Skull Bloom goes ahead and goes in for a bite. This is interesting. Okay. Give me the bite. No. What is it? What's going on here? Okay.
It's broke.
Yeah, it broke. I have to figure that out later on here. Let me go and do this instead.
Okay, so as we see, he rolled a d20 as 4.
Oh, I see what's going on. I'm throwing in way too many things to the screen. I'm expecting like a dialogue pop up. Not used to the way this is running. Okay, there we go. That's better. Okay, now we'll go in for the attack. Okay, goes in for a bite with a 17. Total of 21 does indeed hit Zorak for that and deals. Let's see here. 7 points of damage as Zorak takes a mighty bite. Let's see here. Go ahead and apply that damage.
Save. I'm gonna ask him.
Yep.
I am here. Just little mic problems on my end.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
My apologies.
So, make a con saving throw.
Yep.
Sure, give me a minute.
Oh, good.
Nice.
21. As this
Very nice.
skull bloom goes in to bite you, you start to feel just this disgusting, vile, like emptiness to the bite come in and try to leech in, but for whatever reason you like push out and you're able to dislodge the skull bloom before any kind of nasty diseases seep into your bloodstream. All right. That is the skull bloom's turn. Gorn, you're up with Zorak on deck.
Well, in this situation, there is only one thing to do.
Nothing is.
Radius whiff.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh no. Ah, hold up. Do you have any luck points?
Luck points.
Oh, you know what? As a matter of fact, I do.
Ah, very good. Do you want to use said luck points because you currently have a 10?
Yeah, I will use said luck point.
All right, so that will bring you up to an 11 then, right?
No idea. I don't remember how this works.
All right, so for every
Yeah.
luck point that you use and spend after the attack roll is made, you can increase your die roll by that many. So you're adding a +1 from making it go from 10 to 11. Do you think an 11 will hit this target?
Oh.
Why not?
Okay, so go ahead and reduce your luck point to 0 if you can. And then
Guided.
roll damage because the 11 does hit.
All right.
Nice.
All right.
Andrew, I'm just gonna say
It's an
that
attack roll. I hit the wrong damn thing.
it broke. Luck broke.
2!
There you go. 2 more points of damage. What broke, Hair Doctor?
Luck points. The luck auto maker.
Oh, I see it.
I have to manually add my save point luck for missing that one. Yeah, so
Okay.
that's that.
All right. Oh, yeah. That's right. You did miss the attack, right?
And I had 0 luck after that. I just noticed when it was pointed out that luck is a thing.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, Gorn, that was your attack. Zorak, you're up as you are reeling from the bite attack of this crazed mushroom. Go ahead and do some damage.
You're just like your friend.
Ooh, let's see here. Oh, 7. That does hit with a total of 13. Go ahead and roll damage. 11 more points of damage. All right. And that is enough to just cleave this decaying humanoid in half. And combat is officially over. All right, not bad, guys. And with that, the pulses settle and everyone's blood comes back to a normal pace here. What would you like to do now that you are done with this attack from these skull blooms?
Well,
I think Zorok will fight his initial urge of being a beast folk and just using them to make a mushroom stew. That's another thing. He will actually take their bodies to eat them, turn to the people he just fought with, and so this is the one attacking the tower, right?
yes.
And I was just supposed to take the shipment that didn't go to my father. So I
I
suppose
don't think there's going to be any shipments coming from here anytime soon.
Yeah, unfortunately. So, by the wounds on your bodies, I suppose you've had them before. As is, there's much more of them around.
We did have to fight our way in, yes.
Zorog will
We did
kinda...
have to also defend a bleeding from them, so yes.
Well, looks like we are in this mess together, at least for now. If you know where the people of this town, village, or whatever are, I would like to speak to them about the shipment to see if there's anything at all of the iron, copper, and other stuff used for forging.
This
Most
just
of them are
comes
in the
to
longhouse here,
longhouse.
but they're barricaded in.
What did you say, Zix?
He just points to the longhouse.
Yeah, so he points to the building behind Zix and Terex there, Zorak, as an indication of some people are probably in there to talk to if need be.
I think seeing as you, mighty warriors, were scared to be eaten, I think the better idea is for you to introduce me to them. I will not eat them.
I'm just gonna, and Dix is gonna come right up, scoop some samples, and go right back to Tex in a straight line, booking it.
You're
Speaking
almighty.
Go ahead, Gorn.
Since I missed that last time, y'all played. Did you guys ever find a cure? Because you guys have gotten
We
infected
found
with
our
that.
druid.
Yeah, Zix will call out and let you know that there is a druid in the longhouse. And
Still nothing permanent, but I'm working on it.
yeah, as a quick recap for Gorn, Zix and Terex will kind of give you the idea that Zix is on the way of finding a cure. He's at least one step into getting something and some requirements that he'll need. But on top of that, there's also Merwick, the druid inside, who is the leader of the house, or leader of the town. But he's also a druid, and he's able to cast like lesser restoration a couple times per day. Currently, he's tapped out from helping Terex and Haggett, and he won't be able to do it again and cast these spells until tomorrow, the following day.
Right.
Out of curiosity,
Yeah, I think it was
Zix-
just a. Yeah, I think
No,
it
you
was just
first.
Tarek and Haggett that got infected, right?
No, I also got infected. I got bitten twice.
Ah.
Once I passed, second I failed.
Ah, gotcha.
So, from the sounds of things so far, Zorak would like to be introduced to Merwick if need be. Otherwise, you guys can do something else.
Just I think that we are either too intimidated or we know enough to just let him go inside, but Zix is gonna. So did I get you? With the sheets, I mean.
There is some shuffling as you are all talking, and you hear the door open up briefly as Merwick himself comes out, and he looks around and he says, "Ah, I see there's another adventurer here. Are you with them?" And he points to you, Zorak, and then points to Zix and Terex here.
I joined them to fight those things. But for now they are scared I will eat them.
Oh, please don't eat any of the townsfolk. That would be...
I will not. Your bones are weak and getting in my teeth.
That's good to hear. Curious. Haven't seen one of your kind in a long time. What brings you to Hulgig here? Good sir?
My father sent me to investigate the place. For the long time, your town supplied my father clan with shipments of minerals and other things. But lately, you did not send anything.
And for a moment, Merwick is a little confused, steps a little closer, looks at you, goes, "You don't look like a dwarf, but I think I know who you're talking about. And yes, unfortunately," as he gestures to the town and especially to the skull blooms that are on the ground, "we've been a little delayed in getting your father his requirements and whatnot. We appreciate all the tools and supplies he trades with us, and we are desperately trying to get back into the mountains to get you your iron and copper and coal and whatnot to continue to keep the fires and the forges burning strong. And the issue is that we currently can't do that at the moment while these strange mushroom zombies are walking around. So if you're here to help, maybe tag along with these kobolds here, and they can help each other all out and figuring out what the problem is. And he points towards the mountain to the east. He goes, at some point, you may want to investigate there as I keep the town and the villagers here safe.
As long as this whole thing will lead to the shipment finally arriving at the steps of our forge, I'm happy. Just send some kind of letter or whatever to my father, so he knows what's going on.
I will certainly do that. I will send an animal messenger at the earliest convenience to let him know what is the holdup and what is going on. Thank you so much for checking. And please, if you're here to help, definitely join these fellows here and see what you can do to stop and correct this issue.
I will centrally try to help in any way possible. Also, one little thing. When you will send the letter, add a little note from me that his son Zorok is well and healthy, and no, he did not eat anyone.
I will do just that. Excellent. And with that, he opens the door and heads back in, and you start to hear shuffling again as items and whatnot are barricading the front door here.
Well then, it looks like we'll be fighting a little more than just these two panic rooms.
I don't think we are ready enough just yet to fight.
Father
Something
of the
else.
Forge, give me strength. He would say, looking at those two still little cowering from Zvorok.
I think you can see we are somewhat beat up. So,
I saw someone using magic or anything else to help us. Is this person also from your group?
Zix looks around and sees Gordon. And just kind of mouths, come here. Not saying anything, but
Yes, Gorn, you've been flagged over by Zix if you are there.
I will lumber over.
It's curious, Zorak, as you look in the direction Zix and Terex are more or less pointing at, you see, covered in robes, another what appears to be beastkin. And as they get closer, you can see, again, reptilian in nature, but more of a turtle than a crocodile like yourself, or a kobold like the two you've been talking with.
Hi.
Greetings.
I know someone who's not cowering from the looks of my teeth. How are you, brother? I'm Zorok.
I'm Gorn, and I thank you for assisting my packmates.
Mates? Interesting. I didn't see any beastkin packing with kobolds, but world is full of weird things.
I will point to Terex and Zix. They are my packmates.
Well, looks like I will be joining your little hunting pack for now, brother. Hope we will hunt good and hunt plenty.
It's curious, Zorak, as you speak with them all, you notice now that Gorn has given you the idea that he is part of the Kobold clan, you can notice that Zix himself, he's a little shorter than Terex is. For a Kobold, Terex, you would think, seems a little on the taller side, maybe not nearly as tall as yourself or as tall as Gorn, but Zix seems to be the typical size for a kobold from what you may or may not know. Tarek seems a little larger than usual. But in any event, now that introductions are aside, what would the group like to do? You could continue investigating the town, or you could head to the mountains to explore further. Or anything else you'd like.
Well, I could be role-playing, but if you want a general idea from my character, Zix would be against going there, especially while wounded and with one person still missing from the group.
Okay. So it sounds like Zix wants to stay in safety for the time being since he can't heal at the moment. Anyone else?
No.
Not opposed to staying here.
Well, yeah, I mean, the general thought would be to stick together. But I do want to lumber back over to the building those mushroom men came out of. And just poke my head inside and take a look.
Okay. Anyone else want to join Gorn as he goes to investigate the house that was had the two skull blooms blow out of it?
Well,
I believe Zorok will join him, seeing as he is the most neutral when it comes to Zorok as a person for now.
Okay. Let's see here.
well, if there is possible loot, then why not?
Okay, so
just gonna...
you can go, as you go inside this particular house, you do see that the place is been destroyed, not necessarily looted, but it just seems like whatever happened to these two individuals that were staying inside of this cabin here, once their transformation commenced and completed, they just, it looks like they destroyed the place trying to find a way out. So let's see here.
Okay. Any signs of any mushroom spores growing around or anything like that?
The doorway themselves has spores on it, but when you get inside, you do see the occasional mushrooms here and there. If you want to, let's see here. Give me a nature check. Okay, with a 19, you get the idea that the mushrooms themselves, it looks like where they're growing probably came from wherever these skull blooms touched. So it doesn't look like they were growing from a particular source. There's a lot of little mushrooms all over the place from wherever there's bite and scratch marks on the walls, on any of the furniture that was destroyed during their assault into this, trying to escape.
Yeah. Okay. So this would not be a habitable building.
Probably not. No. So you guys go in and investigate and roll around, check the place out.
Yeah, I'm doing that. We're gonna loot.
I'd rather not risk any sort of contamination myself. But my main point... Go ahead.
Yeah, and since I'm not brave enough to go inside, I'm gonna investigate if there's any valuables hidden.
Yeah, but my main point was to check it out, and then I want to head back over to Lots and Lots and just let them know that, we took care of a couple more of the skull blooms and, just give them a heads up about the cabin they came out of.
Okay. They're appreciative. The guard there I think it was Kaylee, appreciates the thanks and the update.
And then, I'll also let them know that we're going to be leaving, so they should probably barricade the door.
Okay. And
So
they'll do just that. Yeah, so Zix, as you're investigating around, there's really nothing too much of interest, although you do happen to see, like maybe poking around in one of the cabinets or cupboards, you come across a woolen pouch that holds 1 dose of dried wolfsbane.
Zix is gonna pocket that, especially since he has the chemical stuff, so might come in handy.
Yeah, if you want, go ahead and give me a nature's check to learn
okay.
more about wolfsbane.
Nature, he said. Normal. Oh, shit.
Yeah, not too much is known. You maybe don't explore the chemical combinations of plants all too much. Maybe you're more of into the chemicals and whatnot. But wolfsbane's pretty common. Might be more of something you'd find in a swampy area or something. But
can I ask something?
Sure.
Since wait, do I have it? I only have alchemist supplies. Would I remember anything that these things have that I could use with alchemical supplies and buy the 8?
which one? The to find out more about the wolfsbane?
Yeah, do I remember anything that I've been taught is used, so I would just wanna use my alchemist to get the D8 that check.
Sure, go ahead. Go ahead and roll the D8 on it.
Roll.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I was worried about that. Yeah, even maybe flipping through some more of your personal books or something, nothing really comes up for wolfsbane, unfortunately.
Shrooms. If nothing, we could use them later to have some fun.
Yeah. Well, that's one of several houses down. You want to check any more houses? There's a total of 5 more unchecked.
Sure.
Oh. Someone... What, you're gonna just pick up Zix by the scruff of his coat and show him to another house?
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
It's free money just laying there. You got to pick it up, though.
All right, Terex, which house are you heading to, and where's everyone else going? Go ahead and place yourselves on the map somewhere.
I mean, Zix wanted to experiment somewhat with his new stuff, so he's probably gonna go to lots and lots to go sit and make alchemy checks to get the
Okay, so
yeah, so
while you're doing that, Zix, we'll go ahead and Terex, go ahead and open the door. Okay. As you open the door, the place is apparently empty for at least of any kind of civilians or changed humanoids into these skull blooms.
Wait a minute.
But let's see what's going on here. There we go. I want that.
Wait a minute. I see something.
What you
Is
got?
that a freaking dragon head in this house?
That might be. I wouldn't put too much into it. It was just randomly generated stuff. So
I'm gonna yank it as soon as I see it.
yeah, there's like a massive dragon's head up there. All right, so Terex, as you search around, you see the place itself is in pretty decent shape. There isn't anything really too crazy that jumps out to you, although you do find a potion of healing. So there is that, at least.
Yoink.
Okay. Let me see if I can get you an item there. Let's see here. Did that go into your inventory?
Negative.
No. Okay. Let me try again. There we go.
That did it.
Yep. Now you have a potion of healing. All right. So during that time, Zix, go ahead and give me an alchemy check here, because you're taking another sample of the skull blooms, was it?
Yeah, I took another sample and I'm gonna check if I have, if I can do, well, if I can find anything that could reverse the effects of their spores.
Okay.
Reverse or eliminate.
Right.
So, intelligence and then the D8.
Okay, so that'll be
Hey, it's not my day.
total of
Also,
11.
I think that for... No. Yeah, make that a 12.
Okay, so you're using
I'm
your...
gonna spend my luck point, yeah.
Yeah. Sadly, with whatever samples you have left, nothing really brings out another, like, any further advancement, unfortunately. So at the moment, you're still kind of at step 1 of this, of however many steps you need to find an antidote at the moment.
Damn it.
All right, so...
This is gonna quietly swear in the corner.
It's getting later in the day as you are all investigating the houses. Terex, Gorn, and Zorak, would you like to continue exploring more houses?
I think Zorak will take the first step to the next house and check it out.
All right.
I'm gonna stay here and just keep an eye on things and stay close enough
shit, I
to
almost
support.
All right.
I almost forgot
Say-
about something.
What's that, Zix?
I shot a crossbow bolt. Do I get it back?
Probably not, because it missed the target, so
Okay.
who knows where it went.
Okay. Alright,
All right, Zorak.
that's all.
So on the map, there should be a little icon for a door. Go ahead and click that. There you go. Upon investigating this smaller cabin here, again, the occupants of this house probably fled, and they're either inside lots of lots or they're inside of the longhouse, you would gather. Spending the time to really give this house a look over, you find a vial of fluid. It doesn't look like a typical vial that you would know of, like a healing potion or something. This one is a little different. Let's see here. You want to give me an... what would we say here? Probably an Arcana check to figure out what this one is. Go ahead. I've
Arcana, this will be fun.
Yeah. Actually, that's just enough what you needed. Maybe you've seen this. Maybe your father or some of the dwarves use these to start the fires, to really get a fire going in the smiths, but you know this is a vial of alchemist's fire.
Ooh, how lovely.
Yes. I'll go ahead and drop that in there for you.
Oh.
Okay, so in your consumables, in the items tab, you now have an alchemist's fire potion.
Lovely.
Yes.
Okay. Hunter. Wait. Freak.
This will come in handy with the next batch of the mushrooms.
And
I forgot the tried.
now it's been about an hour or so worth of time you guys have spent investigating these three cabins so far, just to give you an idea of how long it's been.
Yeah. Just... Oh no.
All right, what would you guys like to do from here? There's still a few more cabins in the southwest of town over here, or you could hold up for the night in the log cabin in the longhouse, or investigate elsewhere.
I think sticking in the group is the best idea, and Zorak will be up to checking the other cabins, but seeing how resilient the mushroom zombies can be, he will most likely wait for Teryx and Gorn to either join him or see what they will do.
All right.
Follow Zorak.
So it sounds like Zorak is tagging along with the group for now, going wherever they're going. So, Zix, Teryx, and Gorn, what did you want to do?
Well, as I said, that probably the mushrooms have decayed since I don't see the zombies. So he's just gonna go with the group, hoping that he'll find the next samples.
Yeah, if you look, the group, they look over where those last mushroom zombies had died. Their mounds have just decayed very rapidly over the hour and have turned into just more or less a pile of black muck. Really nothing of substance there to look at any further.
Okay.
All right, so Teryx, you're checking out this next house here?
Sure, let's do this.
Leroy!
All right, go ahead and open the door.
Jenkins.
All right, so you open the door, and inside this house, there isn't much going on as well. You know, the door itself seems to have spores around the frame, but inside the place looks like it's untouched. As you look around in here, you see towards the back a live caged canary. The canary itself is silent and watchful by day. It just kind of stares at you right now.
Critical meta, but...
It is.
I'll take the canary.
Okay. So you have yourself a small, like really small, the cage itself could probably fit in your hand. Small. Let's see here. Give me while you grab the canary, why don't you go ahead and give me a history check?
Oh.
Yep, it's a canary in a cage.
I use my luck points.
Yeah, you walk out of the house with a canary in a cage. Interestingly enough. Again, looking
Would you
over.
eat this, Zorak?
And
I will not eat it. Cannons are very useful when it comes to mines. They detect poison gases in the air.
This is very true. Okay. Again.
Mary of detect poison. Got it.
Awesome. Yes. So more time is spent kind of working through the house, looking for anything of substance or significance, but the canary in the cage seems to be the only thing of interest. 2 more houses remain.
I believe Zorak will take the next one.
Okay.
Well, wakey, wakey.
All right. Opening the house again. This house seems to be in pretty good condition. The occupants clearly closed up and ran when they heard about what was going on with these infected humanoids. You search through the area, and you don't really find anything of note except kind of tucked away. You find a silk pouch. It's stitched with colored glass beads and is in the shape of mushrooms, oddly enough. Would you like to open the pouch?
Or
Okay. As you open the pouch, I'm going to need you to do something for me here. I'm gonna
Oh boy.
I'm going to need you to take out the contents because inside there are 6 pearls, roughly worth about 60 gold pieces each.
nice. Well, Zorak will take them out.
There you go. And you have this really interestingly shaped bag with, that's shaped look like a mushroom with colored glass on it, colored glass beads. Could be worthwhile to someone or something, who knows? Or, belongs to someone, who knows?
Sister Madam might like it. I will take it. I myślę, and I think after that, Varg will go back and show to his new-founded group what he found, the pearls he found. So, I found those nice things.
Yeah, Zorak holds his hand out and shows a bunch of pearls in his hand.
Could I estimate their value as I have proficiency in jeweler's tools?
Sure, yeah.
So I guess it's investigation and then add the D8?
Sure, why not? Okay, yeah.
25.
With a 25, these pearls are in very good shape. They look like they could either be sold for 20 to 25 gold pieces easily. If depending on certain checks, you might be able to get a little bit more worth their value. They could also be used as a spell component as well. In certain instances, some people need pearls. So you could sell them, you could hold on to them. Up to you guys.
I inform Zorak of the fact that they are worth around 20 gold and could be used for spells.
Well, in that case, Zorak would give each of his new companions a pearl.
Yay!
Cool. Very nice. All right, there's one more house to investigate if you'd like, down here. Otherwise, whatever you want to do. All right, looks like Terex is making his way down to the last cabin
Okay,
to
right.
investigate.
I just was adding myself to the.
While you guys are dragging, if you hit the space bar, you can pivot.
Oh yeah. Oh. Seconds collide. Just. Okay, I'm gonna equip my rapier and hopefully open the door. And I guess the first thing is the giant dragon head on the wall.
Hold on a minute.
Oh my.
You ready, Andy?
What's that?
You ready?
Oh yeah, I'm just taking care of something real quick.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you go to open the door, you hear some shambling and rolling around in here. And as the door opens, suddenly a mushroom person, a sporeborn, comes rushing at you. Everyone, roll for initiative, please.
Oh god. What is? Oh,
There you go.
yeah. Oh,
All right, looks like Zorak is going first, followed by Zix, Terex, and Gorn, and my Skullbloom going last. Zorak, you're up. Zix on deck.
yeah.
Let's see. What? They can happen. I think Zorg will dash in to occupy the Skullborn from going for the others from his little group.
Okay.
Dude, that's a wall.
Oh, it looks like I have two doors by accident. This is the correct door here where the path is.
So
If you-
I guess I would have been here.
Yeah, you can reposition. That's fine. That was my mistake.
Yeah, and that will be it.
All right.
Okay.
Zix,
Oh.
you're up with Terex on deck.
50 feet from me. So I guess I'm gonna move up 20 feet.
Well-
Try to move advantage and then.
Just to be aware, Zorak is blocking line of sight, so there is going to be an AC bonus to the Skullbloom at this point.
Yeah, that's my bad.
Okay. Oh, something went wrong. Sorry. So, I mean, I'm just not gonna count that. If that's okay.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Just move the
So-
your total amount that you need.
That was it. Feet. 60 feet. If I stand here, will there be like
That'll still be partial blockage from Zorak. You'd need to be somewhere like right around here in that space.
and
Yeah.
I will need to dash, so I'm just gonna go here, try to should be in between him well, wait. Still I need to get closer. So probably here. And then try to shoot in between his legs to.
Okay.
Oh, that's 5. Damn it.
We've gone, what, 10, 20 feet in. You still have 10 more feet of movement if need be.
Yeah. So, just to... I'm gonna go here
Okay.
and shoot the guy.
Yeah, that's a clear shot. There you go.
Oh, but technically I have pack tactics, so it's a neutral shot.
Yep, go for it. He's just going to get a small... He's going to get partial coverage. Or no, he's got no coverage for this, so it's a clear shot.
I have disadvantage.
Oh, because of the range?
Yeah.
All right, so that'll give you...
advantage since pack tactics, so...
Yep, you got a normal shot then.
Attack.
Ooh, just hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Hey! First shot that hit from that crossbow.
Yeah.
And minimal damage.
3 points of damage. Damage is damage. All right, a little bit of hit there. Zix, I
Shot
believe.
him in the big toe.
Right? Is that it for Zix?
Yeah, I can't really move, can't use bonus actions, so...
All right. Terex, you're up
But
with,
Zex is...
with Gorn on deck.
That's something going on with. Oh. Yeah, it's going Pythagorean on us.
I'll just have to eat the AC bonus to him, I guess.
Yeah, there's a small bonus. He's getting like partial coverage. Yeah, with 19, total 25, you definitely hit.
I was going to say, you have pack tactics too, right?
No, he doesn't.
No,
Oh, okay.
Warrens have pack tactics.
And that will be my turn.
All right, 11 points of damage. Let's see here. Nice hit, and the Skull Bloom is in a bloodied condition. Gorn, you're up with the Skull Bloom on deck. Going in for the Eldritch Blast.
Oh,
Oof. That is going to be a miss, unfortunately. But because you did miss, I'm going to give you a ward and a luck point.
I get 2.
Oh, right. Okay. So there you go.
I'm lucky.
You got 2 luck points now.
ah,
All right. Thank you
I
for
got
reminding
some
me.
questions to ask.
All right, Gorn.
After that.
What was that, Zix?
Nothing just now.
Okay. So that's Gorn's turn. Up next is the Skull Bloom, and the Skull Bloom kind of looks around, sniffs at you, Zorok, notices you're untainted, and goes in for a bite attack. Ooh, a 19 plus definitely hits you, and is going to deal you... Let's see here. 6 points of damage.
And a con save.
Yep, go ahead and give me a Constitution save, please. Oh no.
Oh.
Unfortunately,
Welcome to the club, buddy.
as the bite sinks in, your armor fails you, your natural armor here, and it gets like right in between some of the scales of your reptile nature and your skin, and you feel the disease just course through your body as you now have apocalyptic fungus, and you can't heal while you have this, unfortunately.
Well, can't heal through magical means, I think it was.
Not even that works.
Oh.
Because if you remember, Haggett tried to heal himself or herself, and she was unable to heal.
No, I said, yeah, magical means don't work, but normal means might work.
All right, so that's the end of round 1. Round 2, Zorak, you're up. Zix on deck.
Yeah.
I will show you how you should handle, little thing. And Zorog will go for the swing of his axe. After moving here to not block the way for his companions.
Okay. Big old mighty swing. And that is a
Nice.
definite hit. 24. Nice.
Big ol' bonk.
Bunk for sure.
Very nice.
Oof. 15 points of damage. Nice.
Zorok is pissed after the bite.
For sure. And with that hefty swing, Zorak just cleaves the mushrooms off of this zombied humanoid here, and combat ends.
Yeah.
I definitely not feel right. What's going on?
You got the sheets.
You don't say. A little more specifics.
Got the shits, that's great.
I mean, is it not like that? I'm gonna get the sample and get tested.
Alright, so while Zix is grabbing a sample of the skull bloom, the rest of you take some time to explore this last cabin here. Sadly, nothing really stands out to you except for maybe up here. You guys happen to come across a cask of ale that seems to be still partially full.
So that cannon and the dragon's head aren't in the room.
Right? Oddly specific that two houses have giant dragon heads.
Probably fake, but okay.
Zorok
And the
will
cannons.
give the alcohol or whatever it is a whiff to see how it smells.
Yeah, it seems perfectly fine from what you can see. The skull bloom that was in here didn't really damage the place all too much. It wasn't really trying to get out, and it may have just kind of kept to the center area here, milling about. But yeah, the cask itself seems fine.
Okay, is this something like more of a meat, a beer, or more of strong alcohol, like, I don't know, some type of liquor or moonshine?
Or vodka.
Right.
Or vodka.
Probably some kind of a standard ale, maybe like a barley ale or of some effect. Something common to the area. Nothing of, special importance, although since it's stuck in this house, maybe someone was trying to craft their own beers, doing this kind of like at home thing, rather than sharing with the rest of the community. It might have been a hobby or something, but, since it's in someone's house here, definitely nothing of high quality, so to say.
I will not use it to clean my wounds, but a good drink is a good drink. And Zorok will take a sip.
Yeah, you take a sip of it, and it's decent. It's not nearly as good quality as the dwarven ale you're used to, that your father would probably share with you easily, or some of your uncles or cousins and whatnot, other family members there back at home. But it's decent. Doesn't compare. Pales in comparison to your dwarven ale that you're used to.
It's not the elven piece. And he'll drink the rest with a dwarfing gulp.
Yeah.
All right.
Well then, do you lads found anything else?
Yeah, how about the giant cannon and dragon head?
Looking at the dragon's head and the cannon themselves, once you get a closer look at them, they're shoddy replicas. They're not really of actual use. The dragon's head itself looks like almost like a stuffed doll. So to say, you can see the seams where whoever created this had turned it from fabric into this interestingly large but almost realistic dragon's head. And the cannon itself, it's while it does look like a cannon on the map, it's not of actual working use.
I'm still gonna take the dragon head.
All right, you could add one oversized dragon head to your inventory if you'd like. Stuffed.
Oh lord.
Well, I'm gonna try, but I don't know if I can carry it. To be truthful.
It is rather large and somewhat heavy,
Yeah, I'm gonna need
I wonder
to.
how much bulk that is.
right?
Yeah.
Well, you all have successfully looted the houses, and it's getting rather late now. The sun is starting to set over the mountains, and you have a decision to make. What would you all like to do?
I believe we should return to the longhouse to rest.
I think that's the best option for now.
From behind the dragon head here.
This is just walking around with it on its head, huh?
I mean, how else would he transport it?
True. It's a very valid point.
And if the
Strong
size of it
neck.
Go ahead,
The
Eric.
size of it on the map is its actual size. Zix could probably crawl up in there and use it as a bed.
Yeah.
A very fancy bedroll.
Mm-hmm. All right, so sounds like people want to head back to the longhouse.
Yeah, sounds.
I
sounds
do
like the
believe
logical
so.
future.
All right.
Maybe we should get the guys from Lots and Lots to go to the longhouse also. Sorry.
Yes.
You sound more drunk than my uncle.
Very, very legible and enunciable. Can enunciate very well with this dragon head on your head there, Zix.
Yeah. Just put a cannon inside it.
All right. So heading out then, those of you that think about the people at Lots of Lots, you may have overheard them say that, regardless, they're going to stick to their business because it's what they have. So unless they're going, unless the town is forsaken, they're going to hang out at Lots of Lots and stay there.
Okay, so we're going to the longhouse. Oh. Technically. I think technically we could do that. The 60 is now restrained.
Potentially, yes, if you are dragging this oversized stuffed head with you.
Yeah. I mean, you don't find such replicas anywhere. It's a good thing that we found one in this whole village.
Hmm. So, one of you goes to knock on the door to alert Merwick that you're back, right?
I
Yeah, I'll
do
do it.
believe so.
I think it has to be Terex.
Okay. So, Terex, you go ahead and you give the signal that Merwick taught you. You rap on the door in a pattern. And he goes, oh, they're back. That's interesting. Okay. And he comes rushing over, and you hear the dog bark as well, Shelby. And you hear the excitement of Shelby. And Merwick starts to move the stuff out of the way. And then you hear him fighting as he's trying to drag the furniture out of the way. He goes, Shelby, what are you doing? Come on, cut it out. This is... what you're doing is making this incredibly difficult. He's like, hold on, guys. I'll let you in a minute. And you hear him shuffling and moving the stuff out of the way to get the door open. He goes, this is taking forever. It's probably going to take about 2 weeks. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
He did it again.
He did it again.
Yeah, this is where...
wasted dog.
This is where we are calling it a night, folks. Thank you all so much for joining for playing tonight, and we will see you guys in 2 weeks. So hold on just a moment as I end the stream here, or not the stream, but the recording. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Tales of the Valiant with the Everside Questers Bravo team. If you like what you've seen, go ahead and drop a like, throw a comment in the comment section, and subscribe to see more crazy antics and other adventures for the group here. If you want to see more campaign antics and silliness from my group and our campaigns in any TTRPG that we offer here on the channel, go ahead and click on one of these links here and enjoy yourselves. Until then, we'll see you next time.